Blog Talk Radio.
The motherfucking saga continues.
Yo, what's up, world? It's badass thuggin' like I usually do, and you better turn it up, bust some speakers out, cause we off the motherfucking cuff. You dig how we do it? Dogtown Gangsters 2000 and beyond. Bless.
What's up with it, y'all? Man, don't change that down. This your player partner, the legendary Cocaine. And you tuned in live to Off the Cuff Radio. Better not touch that down.
Yeah, this is Cassidy, the hustler. And right now, you listening to the Guillotine. Show them the respect they deserve, man. Off the Cut Radio, man. Y'all already know how they doing it, man. I need y'all to stay tuned. They've been doing it for years, so show them the respect they deserve. And you heard it out of bars, man. Easy.
Keep it moving like this. Yo, this your boy Rampage. You're not rocking with the best. With Off the Cuff Radio. Classic. History. Fix your face to all you haters. We off the cuff, baby.
What's up, everybody? This your girl, Bonnie Dollars, the Queen of Trap, representing Crenshaw, and you are now tuned in with Off the Cuff Radio. What's up? What's up, y'all? This is Miss Irresistible, giving a shout out to the live show on Friday nights, Off the Cuff Radio, and I'm live from the 704.
Where you from? Big Hunna. Where you from? Where you from? What's your stomping ground? Big old meat. What you ripping? Throw it up. Big old meat. Where you from? What's your stomping ground? Big old meat. What you ripping? Throw it up. Big old meat. I'm from big old meat. I'm from big old meat. Big stepping, big hill, hey, big old meat. Lil' front, right back, hey, big old meat. Right back, lil' front, yeah, big old meat. Since I do that gangsta talk, I might well hit the gangsta wall. Sippin' on this E&J, my shoe, my shot at Juicy J. Stomping in these boots, chase up down like on Rockstar Road. They know that I'm hard, why you think they boot me show to show? They been sleeping on Lil Lily, Big Hunna, Big Hunna. When they come inside me, they gon' label me as Lady Tron. I been going ham on these beats, these can't on me. Dropping back to back, in the yo, that's where I love. Shout out to Big Mike. I'm so Memphis born and raised, they can't take it out of me. Everybody slipped on me, ain't nothing free, I need a fee. When I blow up on you funky bitches, know my fingers up. When I blow up, just know my team good, and they Rex is where you from? What's your stomping ground? Big old meat. What you ripping? Throw it up. Big old meat. Where you from? What's your stomping ground? Big old meat. What you ripping? Throw it up. Big old meat. I'm from big old meat. I'm from big old meat. Big stepping, big hill, hey, big old meat. Lil' front, right back, hey, big old meat. Right back, lil' front, yeah, big old meat. I'm so gutter, hood. I'm just so ratchet. I'ma stay thorough. I'ma stay a beast. I'ma stay Lee Hunna, even when up get rich. I be grinding, hustling hard. I can't wait till I get peaked. I got haters, I got odds. They ask me why I keep a speed. I been patient, laying low. I'ma come out first place. Everybody played under me. I got them out my face. How they cool, they just was off. Man, you counterfeit. Man, I'm glad I changed my circle, cause my last one was in it. If you ain't my steppers, can't get around me, that's just what it is, huh? Plotting on my top, you gon' fail like a pop quick. Move around and shut your out. Man, where you from? What's your stomping ground? Big old meat. What you ripping? Throw it up. Big old meat. Where you from? What's your stomping ground? Big old meat. What you ripping? Throw it up. Big old meat. I'm from big old meat. I'm from big old meat. Big stepping, big hill, hey, big old meat. Lil' front, right back, hey, big old meat. Right back, lil' front, yeah, big old meat.
All right. What's the deal? This your man King Eric, the media assassin. We are now tuned in to episode 672, live and direct And this show is sponsored by Buddy Boy Entertainment. Big shout out to the homie Cocaine out there in Germany. Screwball Radio. Big shout out to Black Poet and Comet. Da Vinci Clothing. And I got my host T-Max with the fact on the line. What's good?
What it do, y'all? Another fantastic Friday on the freshest frequency on the internet that keeps you interested, engaged always. It is Off the Cuff Radio. Shout out to our co-host and spirit, L out of Sandman, Lady Chinchilla, and of course, DJ Sincere of Dirty Basement Radio up in New York. We are live and direct, ready to make it rock like we always do. King, tell everybody who we got tonight on the air with us.
Yes, sir, man. We just played that banger just now, man, from this dope and up-and-coming artist from Memphis. She's here on the line to tell her story. Big shout out to Fleetwood for making the connection happen. So
absolutely,
it's all welcome.
Absolutely.
It's all welcome. Big Hunna, the Off the Cuff Radio.
Jip.
Oh, 1 second. Damn. There we go. There we go.
Hey, y'all. What it do?
Look, Big Hunna, what it do? Shout out to Binghamton, Orange Mound, Whitehaven, man, McMillan, Frazier, Castilia.
Yes, South Memphis.
Yes.
Man, look, we was, man, I was literally doing the dummy head nod to that shit, man. That joint was knocking.
Thank you.
That down south Memphis music, that just hit your soul right there.
I'm telling you. For sure.
Man, look, Big Hunna, it's great to have you with us, representing that 901 down there, keeping it on one. You got a story and your musical pedigree. Obviously, you come from where all the greats come from. I mean, 3-6 Mafia, rest in peace to Young Dolph, Gangsta Boo, rest in peace. I mean, Al Capone. I mean, who are we missing? I mean, it's so many.
We got so many. We got Lil Che, we got Gangsta Black, we got SMK, we got Player Fly, we got so many. Like, we got so many. Nasty Nardo. It's everybody, all the OGs. They, Lord, it's so many. It's just talent all over me. DJ Zert.
Yeah, man. I mean, of course, you know, you represent for all the ladies down there too, of course, being in the next in a long line of luminary, legendary figures. You know, Glorilla was one of the latest, you know, of course, and now you carry on tradition. You got a story. We want to hear it. Let's get it. Tell everybody about yourself.
Well, y'all, I go by Big Hunna. I'm known as the Queen of Crunk. I've been rapping for 13 years. It haven't been easy, you know. I had to deal with a lot of, I still deal with. I deal with blackballing, people hating, throwing salt on your name, and you know, I just dealt with a lot of people crossing me. I had people around me I thought was with me, and they really was against me and just was around for the clout and everything, you know. So it's really kind of hard, you know, coming up from Memphis, you know, because it's just big me, little you syndrome down here, you know. So you gotta really, really hustle hard and keep going and keep your foot on the gas when you from Memphis, because it's easy to get discouraged, and it's times that I wanted to give up, but I had a lot of people like, you better not, you know what I'm saying. So I kept on going. You know, even though I wanted to give up, but I kept going. If it's my passion, why give up on it? If I've been grinding so long, why stop now? Because the day you give up might be the day you win. So.
And one thing, and I mean, you're absolutely right. One thing about the grind, and you know, there's going to be ups and downs. People see the finish line of the glamour and glitz, but also don't understand the hustle and grind and the grit that goes into it. You obviously have been doing this for some years, but there's a history in terms of what inspired you to do this. And 13 years is a long time to persevere, to dedicate, and still create. What was the beginning for you? Tell us about the genesis of your genius.
Well, the beginning, I was very shy. I had to get myself together. Like, I was a terrible performer at first because I was shy. So it had to take people, it had to take like a lot of people that's been in the game and people that help people in the game to blow up as they are now. They had to actually get on me and give me constructive criticism. And so that I needed that. So I feel like that made me a better person, and a better artist today. Like I needed that. I was missing it. I didn't know who I was. I had to find my sound. I had to break out my shell. They was like, you can't be a shot rapper. You can't do this. You can't do that. We already got this type of rapper. We already got this type of rapper. So you got to be different. You got to stand out, find you. So I found me, and I've been crunk ever since. I just been turning up. So.
One thing about it, Memphis is not known for anything. I mean, Memphis, in terms of the music, you all have already etched a history that is indelible, incredible, and essential. But we also kind of keep it real. On that other side, Memphis is known for how wild and dangerous it is.
Yeah.
Names like Craig Petty's, Eric Boven. For those that know, they know.
Right.
How did you manage to sidestep and escape all of those pitfalls that normally can trap artists in terms of coming out?
I had to stay motivated. I had to stay prayed up. Like I said before, it's not easy. You have to be in your own lane, so you have to stay in your lane and know when to pop out and when to step back, so I just, I stayed in my lane and really just be me. I be me. I don't be nobody I'm not, so I don't think I'm better than nobody or, so I try to be different and humble. Like being humble gets you far. Like I tell people, being cocky gets you nowhere. You gotta be humble, especially when you came from nothing. So
absolutely. Who are your influences coming up?
Gangsta Boo, Lil Chet, 3-6 Mafia, all the OGs, Eve, MC Light, Salt Pepper. Like I looked up to all the older people, like all the OGs. Like I look up to like new people like, Nicki, Mona Leo, Megan Cardi, all of them. But I really grew up off OGs because that's what I grew up listening to. So I looked at them as, more as an inspiration.
Mm-hmm. When you think, going back to that, Hunna, when you look at when you started inspirations, what was your first rhyme like in terms of really putting pen to paper in terms of your thoughts transcribed for the rhyme?
Well, I was trying to mimic Nicki. So I had to actually get constructive criticism out there. They was like, we already got a Nicki Minaj. Find yourself, we need another. I'm talking about they was hard on me. Like they was hard on me, but they said they was hard on me because they know I had potential and they see the potential in me. So
Right.
I actually had to find my own sound. So when I found my sound, everybody was like, "Ooh, is your voice so distinct? It's different." But me, I can switch up. Like you'll never know how I'm gonna come. That's the type of rapper I am. You'll never know how I'm gonna come on the track. I could be this way, I could be that way, I could be this way, I can rap fast, I can rap slow, I can rap in between. So you'll never know. Like however the beat is, that's how I come. But my flow is gonna always be sick every time.
When you thought about it, go ahead.
I was gonna say, how are you able to defeat discouragement? Because that's one of the mental blockage that a lot of people have, especially when you're pursuing the music game.
Well, I tell everybody, even like when they ask me to give advice to upcoming artists, I always tell them you have to have a strong mind to even be a rapper, a singer, whatever you do, you have to have a strong mind. If you have a weak mind, you're not gonna make it. So I had to put in my head to be like, I gotta be strong, man. I can't be weak because I used to let the comments get to me. I used to let what other rappers say to me, people that share my music, what they'll say on top of it. And I was like, oh, I don't think I need to do this. They so hard on me. But I had to think about it. If you can't deal with that, you're not gonna make it. it come with it. You're not gonna always have positive feedback. You're gonna have some negativity too. So it's how you deal with it, how you take it. If you gonna go along with it, can you do it or you can't?
What you said, Hunna, is truth and it's gospel, because this is always the hardest part. Lord knows, my brother King and myself, we've dealt with this before. Where people try to say we weren't going to go nowhere. We had to go the negative, route to get views. But one thing about it, we knew what we stood for, just like you knew what you stood for. And for our listeners out there, I want to say this. Be very, very careful about the terms of the criticism, where the source of it comes from. Because those who do nothing want to see you do nothing. Those who understand what something is, they may have their criticisms, but they're going to give you that support in terms of raising you up. And some people, they're always going to say something just because that's just negativity with certain people. Like I said, always watch the sources, because some people, they're not empowering you, they're draining you. And if they can keep you down, that's where they're going to keep you. When you think back about what you had to do to really, really straighten it out, I mean, when you look at the scene, you coming in was already, the Memphis scene was already set. What was it like in terms of finding your way in terms of, were you going the mixtape route? Were you doing the performances? What was your way to really kind of find your lane in it?
Well, I did start off with mixtapes, but I mostly was doing shows. I was doing showcases. I started off doing showcases. So that's why I tell all artists, there's nothing wrong with showcases, because you have to get yourself out there. You have to be known. Everybody don't know you. You know, and that's what artists fail to realize. Like, they already have the big head, like they already there. Everybody don't know you. You have to grind up to get known for you to be known, so it's okay to do showcases. I'm here to tell you, it's okay to do showcases. I still do showcases. I do them out of town because everybody don't know me. So I have to go out there and get myself out there. I keep going. I keep grinding. I don't get discouraged. Like, some people get discouraged when people don't clap for them or look at them like they're crazy, or it's not a lot of people in the building. Like, just do it. It doesn't matter. Like, just because it's a few people at a place, like, it's not a lot of people here, I don't want to do this. You never know who in that crowd might be somebody that can help you blow up tomorrow. So, just do whatever you can to get yourself out there. It doesn't matter. Interviews, podcasts, I do whatever to get myself out there. Like, and I'm glad I did that. And I did have times where I didn't want to do shows because it wasn't a lot of people there. And I learned from that, because one show I did that I cared about, a Def Jam, and I was in there. So I had to think about that. But it's true. And he ended up getting my number after I performed. So, yeah.
That is inspirational. And you spoke everything that is truth about this business, because everybody thinks because of their name, there's meritocracy. But like you said, Hunna, the situation is that not everybody knows you. We're just saying in general, not our artists, some artists, and I'm going to go there, with that elephant in the room. A lot of artists, like you said, try to act like they're more than what they are.
Yeah, big head.
And the fact is that you have to be humble enough to understand that every chance you get to interact is a chance you get to bring interest. And you got to bring that energy to really, really, really show people that no matter what, that your energy is unshakable, your aura is awesome, and most importantly, your talent is tremendous enough to overcome any obstacle that is in front of you, no matter how large or how small, whether it's 100 people, whether it's 100,000 people, or 10 people in a crowd. What was it like in terms of interacting with some of the local artists in your region? Was there a lot of support you were able to get in terms of connecting, or was there a little bit of conflict and a little bit of not so much the what's the word I'm looking for? The welcoming atmosphere.
Well, I'm gonna say all three. I had
Okay.
support. I
Okay.
had support. I was dealing with people just looking at me upside my head, because a lot of people that hated on me had threw salt on my name. So you know how they be when people make a person, throw stuff on your name and people look at you different instead of
Mm-hmm.
getting to know you and see if you really like that. So I can really say I didn't deal with all three. No support, and people actually networking and was like, yeah, can we get your Instagram, get your Facebook? Like, we'd love to work with you and this and that. And then I have some artists wanted to work with me, and I had some artists with the big head that you could talk to whatever like that. They were just real big heads, so I did kind of brush me away. I like to deal with artists that's humble like me, or striving and grinding hard like me, and ready to network and interact, and say, look, can we collab? Can we do something? Sure. That's me. That's always me. I'm down to collab with anyone.
That's
We've
dope to
interviewed.
have.
Yeah. Go ahead, King.
I was gonna say, I didn't mean to interrupt y'all. I had
No,
a
you
little
good. You good.
on my side. I couldn't even hear myself, so I had to start everything over.
All good. When you think about that, Hunna, we've had so many of your, folk from your town. Shot a Play a Fly. We've had a chat on. We've had so many. And they've all echoed the same sentiment that it's gritty. It's not the easiest place to come out of, but it's also about the grind. So when you looked at it in terms of tell us about your first project that you dropped and what went into it with that.
Well, my very first mixtape that I ever dropped when I first came in the game, it was called Falling Hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going through a lot of bad a breakup that threw me off with my music, and I had to come back. It made me stop, forget about it. Like, that's what I said. If you are an artist and you talking about being in a relationship, make sure they on the same page as you. They support you. They not gonna throw you off, or they get jealous because you in the studio. They think you messing around with somebody. Like, you just gotta make sure they on the same level as you and trust you. So I just basically just talked about all my hurt and and me snapping back to myself. So that's what Falling Hearts was about. But the album that I just dropped not too long ago, it's probably now like a year now. And it was called Queen of Crunk Reloaded. And it's just me just saying about all my emotions, how people didn't support me dealing with deaths back to back, nobody believing in me, people switching up on me that, everything I basically told y'all, like my team, I thought was my team, really wasn't my team. Talking about family, not support me, but be ready to, soon they see me with celebrities, like, yeah, we're proud of you, but come on,
The vapors.
like, y'all don't even support me until y'all see that celebrities bagging me up, they sharing me, all of that. So it's basically, that's what that album is. It's just me just really releasing a beast. So everybody was like, man, that album right there, we didn't even press a skip. Like, and that's what I wanted to hear. That's all I kept hearing. They didn't press skip. They went through the whole album. But I'm coming out with a new album now called Hunna Season, because I feel like it's my time, it's my season. So that's my album I'm working on now. It's called Hunna Season.
Your resolve, your determination is so inspiring. Is so inspiring because
Thank you.
you overcame, and that means a lot, because it showed that you weren't going to be detoured. When you think about your first project and what you said about all the things you went through with it, that level of vulnerability, especially coming from a woman, is rare. Was that difficult for you to be that open about what was going on in your personal life and letting that out for the people to hear publicly?
It was, and then again, it wasn't, because everybody kept asking me what was going on, or Lily or Hunter, we feel like something was going on. Tell us what was going on. And I see like when you be yourself and just tell it like it is, you gain more fans. So me being real, that's what attract people to me and to love me more, because they say I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm not afraid to say what I go through, how I feel, or what's on my mind. So that's what make me who I am today. Just telling it like it is.
That level of authenticity is needed in the game, indeed. The feedback, who have been some of the artists in the game that you've been able to interact with who've listened and have, really reached out to you to say how much they enjoyed it?
Oh my gosh. Bigger Rankin, shout out to Bigger Rankin. Finesse 2 times.
Yeah,
Uh
okay.
Sukiana.
Okay.
Uh Trillville.
Oh man,
Uh
shot a little scrappy in them. Okay.
yeah, Trillville and East Side Boys. Yeah. East Side Boys. Who is
Shout
this?
out to them. We had them on the show a couple years back as well.
Yeah. Keisha Kayor, Gucci Mane wife. Um
Ooh, that's
who
big.
Yeah, it's so many because I know open up for a lot of people. Oh, Tasiki, y'all baddies. Diamond the Body, y'all baddies. Whew, I could just name so many people, and all
That's
the old
good. That's
Gangsta Boo
good.
Gangsta Boo gave me my flowers. Lil Check gave me my flowers. It's just so many people. Like that's why I'm really grateful about it, because I have really, showed my talent to a lot of celebrities and in front of them. So I'm grateful. It's a lot of people I done perform in front of, and they told me to keep going, Dolph.
Rest
Everybody
in
told me to
peace,
keep, yeah.
man.
Rest in peace to Dolph. I really miss him.
We all
Yeah,
do. We all do.
yeah.
What did Dolph mean to the city in terms of, PRE, his impact, his coming up, and his legacy?
Dolph, Dolph was a humble, different person to me. Like I was in the studio with him. I can't think of the album he dropped, but I heard everything. I was in there the whole time that he did the whole album. And it was just so inspiring to see that, like the dedication, the not giving up, and he was really different from a lot of artists to me. Like he did a lot of free concerts. Everybody don't do free concerts. And
Mm.
then bring a lot of rappers there for you to see. You snapping up with the artists. It wasn't no bag, dude. It wasn't none of that. Like it just felt like, oh my God, this is really nice. And then he giving back to the community, turkey,
Yeah, man.
toys. Like that was just so inspiring. Like I was like, man, I'm gonna do that. I look up to that. Like I think about even when I blow, I'm gonna do a free concert. Like everything that he did, I was like, man, that's what I want to do. And it's just like I really miss him because he wasn't cocky or nothing. Like he was just really humble. And he'll listen to you. He'll listen to your music. He'll sit back and listen. Like, yeah, this hard right there. This hard. You don't get too many artists that's gonna just sit back and not no big artists. They're just gonna be willing to sit back and listen to you and would you not listen to this? Some people be like, well, I really don't got time right now. So, it's different ones. Dolphin just stood out to me. Like, I feel like he really was a king. And I just hate that happened to him. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the energy of the game. Like that was a big loss within itself. Not because of his music, but you can't replace energy. It's the same thing that Nipsey had.
Right, right.
Um, I gotta give my flowers to Dolph. Quick story. This was back in
Yeah.
2014. Hampton Roads, Virginia. Chesapeake is where I'm born and raised. Shout out to Club Aqua where he was at. Of course, Steve and Seth, the owners. Um, Dolph came there. This is right when Preach began to start getting momentum. And it
Mhm.
was just a modest crowd there, but Dolph came in and he rocked the show. And you could see, the boy was headed for something great. You just knew it.
Right.
And it's and what King said about him and Nipsey, he hit it on the head because they epitomized um and I'm a little emotional about it too, because these are two individuals we thought highly of. We were going to get Nipsey on our show, and he was killed the weekend that Twan Gotti had actually played him a clip of our show. And we were in the process of, getting Nipsey on. But I digress. But Nipsey and Dolph were the epitome of where everybody in their hood has the local artists. These were the local artists that became phenomenons through nothing more than hard work, dedication, commitment, and a unyielding grind. And this is what artists have to understand. It's not going to come easy. For Nip, it took damn near over a decade for him to get to where he was. And Dolph, it took him a few years before he really was able to get to where he got to.
And the hard part about how those guys had to do it was they had to do it without needing the cosign of the big three or a big four. Like even in the West Coast, you already take time with a Snoop Dogg or Dre or Ice Cube. It was gonna be a struggle. And the same thing with Memphis. Like if you ain't had Paul or Juicy stamp you, that was it.
Right.
Man, yeah, shout out to Spirit Wonder in the comments, man. One of our biggest supporters. We appreciate you. Thank you, Spirit Wonder. We thank you for listening. And I got a shout out to my mother too, because she's listening as well. Thank you, Mom. Love you. What do artists have to understand, Hunna, about what this game entails in terms of the dedication and commitment that you have to give? Because this isn't something you can just play around with. You really have to give yourself, you have to give it your all, and giving all of yourself. What have you found in this?
Well, I tell people, upcoming rappers, I tell them, you have to give your all in everything you do. Your image is everything. Your performance is everything. Your image is everything. Like, you have to give it your all. Like, I tell people that all the time. Like, I gave it my all every performance. Like, I perform like it's 50,000 people in the building. Every time I'm going to show out, because I want people to say, man, that girl right there, man, I don't know what name. I think it's this or this. Man, that girl showed out. I want always good feedback every time I do something. I want positive feedback, or somebody to, when they say, oh, can we take a picture with you because you was hot? Or can we get your information because you was hot? So it's all about giving it your all. I don't care how you feeling that day. If you nervous or anything, put some shades on if you're nervous. But give it your all. I'm telling you, y'all, I used to be so afraid to perform. And someone always told me, you scared? Throw some shades on. And I promise you, that helped me. It really did help me, like, a lot. So now if I feel like I'm nervous about something, I throw my shades on. Then when I get in that mode, they come out. So just always give it your all in everything you do. That's anything. They don't even have to be just for rapping. This anything, any talent you have, give it your all.
Girl, you hit, man. Look, you're dropping the jewels, man, and those are to be treasured, because not only do you look cool on stage with the sunglasses, with the stunner shades, but it's funny because that psychology is good, because when you're kind of darkened yourself in terms of your eyes, you're able to really focus on what's going on with you. Matter of fact, Slash from Guns N' Roses, people wondered for a long time why he wore the hat and the shades, because he was nervous. He had stage fright.
Yes.
And became a guitar icon, one of the greatest players ever, one of the greatest bands ever. So yeah.
Gotta get that nervous system. You gotta just basically just put it in the back of your head and just go in go mode.
Yeah,
just
man.
Straight to the back, look straight ahead. You don't even have to make them look like that you looking at them, but you really looking straight ahead because you're nervous. So yeah, all of that. I do a lot of this shades and look straight ahead. I make them think I'm looking at them, but I'm really not.
Hey, whatever it do to get through. I mean, one thing about y'all Memphis girls, I mean, especially, K Michelle and all them as well, man. We got to mention her. I mean, y'all
Yes,
just
hey
y'all
Michelle.
y'all look, y'all got that sauce on y'all, and we ain't throwing salt on it, but everything hot all the way with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I want to
We
put this to it right here, man. Her being from Memphis and everything. Now, the movie Hustle and Flow, is that a true representation of what Memphis really is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Most definitely. And that's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. Terrence Howard was pretty clairvoyant. Because everybody
Yeah.
we've talked to from Memphis, he said that a lot of people said that was really how it was in terms of trying to get on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when you look at that, how much of what went on in that movie, albeit released in 2005, how much of it could you relate to from watching it?
I really could relate to the whole movie. I'm gonna just be real. Because that is what mostly artists go through. You know, we have our times where, like we say, spit it out. It's time like we'll be in there just rapping and we'll have people around us like, nah, that ain't need. We need more energy. Like, and I was like, you know what? That is what we go through. Cause these plenty of times I've been in the studio, my engineer, managers, my team members were like, Hunna, if you don't get in there and really speak, we gonna come in there with you. So that it meant a lot. Like, yeah, that's what we really go through. So it wasn't nothing false that was in the movie. That's real facts. Everything was facts.
Man, want to take some time to ask you about some of the local fixtures around there in terms of places and what it means to you in terms of representing and understanding the culture there. Places like Kelvin's, um, shit, Bob's Ugly Tapes. Um, I mean, just those spots. Tell us about that and what it meant. Pop
Okay, you
tunes,
just want to
everything.
name some of my favorite places and tell y'all what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And just what it
Well,
meant to, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
the first one I'm gonna name is the Civil Rights Museum. And that mean a lot
Yes,
to me
yes.
because when we was in school, we did Black History Month. We had to do some projects on different ones, our favorite ones, or who we wanted to be. And the things that they did, it was really inspiring. Like things Rosa Parks did, Maya Angelou, Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson. It is Sojourner Truth very to me. Like I feel like without them, where would we be? And I'm really grateful for them, even the ones that's still alive and still going, and even the ones that's gone. Like I really appreciate them. And I love to learn about my history or my people, so George Washington Carver, all those people, like I actually read on them. Like I was very smart in school. So that the Civil Rights Museum mean more than anything to me. That's off the top. B.B. King blues. I like blues music. So he was inspiration too. Things that he went through. He had times too where, no artist was perfect. Everybody had their times or, things they had to go through to get to where they at. So that's another part. This Bill Street, the whole Bill Street means a lot. Um, well, I love the bridge. Just period. I love the bridge. I just like the colors and everything, the Mississippi River, and what else I like? Let's see what else I like. I know I'm missing something. Well, I like the East. There's a lot of favorite restaurants I have in Memphis. Well, I like Ellen Soul Food. She that lady there, she cooks good. Ellen Soul Food. She like my parents raised me up on her. Like she's still going. Um, really, this in the museums. I can't forget the rest of the museums. All the museums, the Pink Palace Museum, all the museums out here. Like I told you, I like to look at things, experience everything. The Memphis Zoo, I love animals, so that's really my last one. I just have the different little small peaks. So that's about it.
To have that sense of appreciation for history, Hunna, how do you incorporate that into your music in terms of understanding the cultural and impactful significance of those events and buildings?
It means a lot, and I actually throw my history in a lot of my music because that's what made us come out by the history and the sacrifices they had to go through to make the world what it is now. So it's very important. Like I'm gonna always give my appreciation to whoever, especially if they help us get to where we're going and made the world a better place. And help the upcoming artists show our talent out, because without them, it wouldn't be us. So they had to open the doors for a lot of us.
Right.
I appreciate that. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate that. To everybody in the open doors and help change the world and stop a lot of things. So I'm grateful.
That's deep. In terms of your interactions with your fans, how do you feel social media has helped? And also in addition, Hunna, your opinions on music marketing today, where streams are beginning to be or have been the dominating factor. What are your opinion on physicals and still having, the ability to interact with fans and really, really, really be able to see your people?
Well, I'm honestly grateful that I have fans and everybody that's been my fans from the jump, and the new fans that have joined. And I actually got my fans off being on actually big platforms like the debut, Memphis Media, Trapping Out the Basement with Becca Rankin. I done been on so many platforms, and I feel like they helped me. So they helped me a lot, because at first it was like, oh, do people like me, or what is it? Like it had to really, but I feel like I got the most fans when I hit 1 million views on TikTok off the debut. And it just, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, I'm at 1 million, because I never thought I would ever reach 1 million views. So that really, it took me out of there. And then I actually remixed Al Capone beat. And when he commented on it, I was like, I was like, oh my God. I just couldn't believe it, because that's a legend. Like, he was like, I thank you. I thank you for bringing, don't ever. He was like, don't ever give up on Crunk. Crunk ain't dead. I thank you for even rapping on my beat and bringing it back even harder. And he said, and you snapped on it. And I was like, oh my God, am I dreaming or something? I was like, what? I done hit 1 million views. Al Capone to come in. I was like, what's next?
I mean, it don't get no bigger than that to have a legend from that area. Yeah.
Yes. So I was just so excited.
When you mentioned Crunk specifically, Hunna, shout out to Little John and them,
Yes, I
who really,
I can't wait to collab with him.
yeah, I mean, and I mean to see where he started in earnest, to see him starting in 1996 as being a local DJ, doing house parties, becoming a worldwide phenomenon. And for those that were in the club during those Crunk years, King, tell them, Hunna, tell them.
Man, it was knees and elbows and
I'm talking about, yeah,
Quickie,
like we was
fights.
there, we lit, we getting the spray painted glasses, we t-shirts, I'm talking about we doing everything. I was like, oh my God, like this is it. Like Bone Crusher, shout out to Bone Crusher. I want to do
Yeah,
something with him
man.
too. All of those people I looked up to growing up. Crime Mob, everybody. Like shout out to Princess. Princess that heard me too. You know, shout out to Big Boogie. Most definitely, I forgot him from the top beginning. You know, and Princess too. Like all of those people, and then I done actually talked to face. You know, I met Mia X. Grew up off her too. Silk the Shocker. I was like, oh my God, I meet so many people that I've been really waiting to meet. So man, they just really, I appreciate all of them. They done open the doors for us, you know. I can't thank them enough, you know. So
See, that
You
goes
mentioned.
into the
Hmm?
Memphis culture right there, man, because it's like a mixture of hardcore, it's a mixture of hard metal, it's a mixture of horrorcore, it's a mixture of bounce. It's like whole different parts of gumbo mixed into Memphis, you know.
yes, all different genres. Yes. Like, yes.
Man, that crunk era, for the youngins out there, you just had to live it. If you were of age between the years of 2001 and 2010, it was just an unbelievable energy that really, really brought the club scene, I think, to its apex of chaotic, frenzied enjoyment and partying. Um, you mentioned Mia X, Hunter. Watching the No Limit Cash Money versus, what did it mean to see Mia X body that performance the way that she did?
Well, first of all, she gave me chills. Like when she performed, just knowing about her health, what been going on, and she was still pushing. She didn't give up. She kept being a strong woman, you know,
Mm,
and she overcoming all obstacles. And just to see that she achieved it, and you know, didn't let it make her or down her or nothing. She came back. I'm like, yo, man, yeah, like it just gave me chills. I just felt it. Like that's another thing why I look up to Mia X. Like that's a strong woman, and she's hard, and she got them lyrics, and it's gonna hit. She showed out for No Limit. Like
you know,
yeah.
I,
That had to
I
Mia
mean,
X.
yeah, I mean, given everything that had been going on, uh, and I mean, obviously, like you said, for those that know everything leading up to that, years gone by and everything, but to see her get out there when it was go time and she went out and bodied that performance, and,
Body.
once again, she brought it into that conversation why she's one of the greatest female MCs ever. Notice I didn't say rapper, MC.
MC.
Uh, she, yeah. Um, when you think
Especially with
about
God About It.
man, ooh, we're old enough to remember when that album dropped, and when we heard Mia on it, we were like, "Whoa!" Now,
Yes.
mind you, Hunter, this is 1995 when that album came out, and when the True group album when it first dropped, and you know, when we heard it, we were like, "Wait, oh my goodness!"
Woo.
It's like the females got something to say now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we really
yeah.
do. Because really, everybody really wasn't expecting the females to come in the game or to be hard. Everybody was just looking at the male rappers. So when them female rappers came with it, we taking over. So shout out to all the female rappers, female MCs. Shout out to everybody because we are breaking the knob.
I mean, look, when you got Lotto, in the
Yeah,
game,
I love Lotto.
uh, Lotto is like, and of course, Cardi, she's just dropping. I mean, shameless plug because Jeezy and them of the crew. Check out that new remix Lotto got with that Cardi got with Jeezy and Lotto on
G
it. The new track.
so hard. I already heard it.
Yes.
hard.
Yeah, man. So as you keep going in your career, um, pretty much are you gonna is independent pretty much where you're focused at, or would you be okay signing a deal if the provisions are right?
I'm really looking to be independent. I want to be kind of how Doc was. He owned everything, So I'm really looking for a global distribution deal. But if I had a point to where I get a deal, then so be. But other than that, I want to be independent. So I'm really looking for global distribution deal, if anything. Cause I want to own everything. I don't want nobody to own nothing. I want to own my thing. So I pass it down generation to generation. They'll be okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you
So
that's
don't want to
called
be
plan.
like having, you don't want to have like a whole 30 Grammys and then no royalties.
right, exactly. So yeah,
Or even worse than that, to piggyback what my bro said. I mean, and we got to get your opinion about this because you are an artist and a damn good one. What is your opinion about what's been going on the past couple of years with artists selling their catalogs?
I mean, I really just don't understand it. I just don't understand why would they do that. They work so hard for this. So why would y'all sell something that you work so hard for and you done made probably plenty of money off of it? I really don't understand it. Like, is it because they didn't have money or their funds was getting low or what was it like? Because that's something I would never do.
Um,
Yeah, you're gonna
Rest in
look
peace.
sick. Yeah, you're gonna. I'm gonna say you're gonna look sick when you start seeing your music in the Titanic 2 and
Yeah.
car commercials, and you ain't getting a dime off of it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you not nothing off of it. You just it's really like you sign your life out. That's to me that's what that means. Like you just said, hey, y'all can get my life. That's how I look
Re-
at it when you sell your catalog. Like you selling your life.
Rest in
Like,
peace to the purple one, Prince, because he
yeah,
always was about ownership. Prince was all, I mean, y'all know the history with Prince. I'm going to keep promoting shamelessly what my bro wrote some years ago about how Prince was really, you know, King wrote an excellent piece about just, about Prince and his musical, the fight he had with Warner Brothers and about
yeah,
maintaining, control of his music. But Prince was always about hold on to it. Don't let nobody get control of you.
right, exactly. Even Angie Stone, only Angie Stone, they didn't play, baby. They wanted their royalties. I hate they had to go through that though. I look at a lot of documentaries of a lot of artists too. That's what make me be smart too. I look at what they all went through, TLC, Fantasia, everybody. Like I look at that, like that's what mold me to be smart and what decisions to make and be careful of what decisions I make. So it's all about
Um,
knowledge too as well. Like a lot of knowledge has something to do with the music industry too. You have to use it. You have to use your head sometimes, and it doesn't matter. Like, go look at what these people done went to before us, before our time. So we won't make those same decisions that they made because they didn't have people to school them of what not to do and what to do. So I look at that. So now they gotta come with it because I'm already on point. So if you think you gonna play with me, no, you're not. So yeah,
man, man, look, when you mentioned TLC, we still remember that behind the music. I think it was TLC, I think it was Left Eye or T-Boz that said, we were millionaires for 5 minutes. And then, I mean, we can say this on air because it's already been aired out in that joint. I mean, how they basically said Pebbles robbed them. To this
yeah,
day, she still says she didn't do nothing. We're looking at her like, okay, and now you want to tell us the truth now?
right.
Um, when you think about what you've had to learn, where we know that's a sensitive issue, so we're not going to ask you to get into it unless you really want to speak on it. How important is it for you, for an artist, to understand the people around them in terms of knowing who really has your back and your best interest and understanding how to conduct business on behalf of what you don't know that they know?
Well, I done had a lot of people to pretend that they was with this label or they had this connect, and you know, they thought I was stupid. So, I just let them, really hang themselves basically.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I was saying, I had a lot of people around me that I thought was with me and was just around for clout or to get my connects. They was around to do that and really was around to get they self out there and just making it like they support me. I just been through a lot. Like I just been through a lot of these times to where I believed that a person that said they was who they was, and I had to think of, and they was a scam. So
Right, right.
I done been through everything. So that's why I'm telling our artists, like, be careful what you do. Don't always go for the first thing you see. Just because somebody say they this, they that, or they can do this for you, be careful with all of that because people always pretend to be something they're not. So I always be careful. Like I didn't have a perfect, like I done had a lot of run-ins and things where I cried that I done lost. I done paid this and paid that, and I done took a loss. So it's a lot of things I have done, and a lot of people, didn't tell me that a lot of people wanted to sign me, and they end up telling me, "Oh yeah, they said you was already signed," or do 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 do. So we just kept our money. So I've been through a lot. That hurt too because I'm
Mm.
looking like, y'all know I wasn't signed to nobody. Like it's just been a lot of people that I've been hearing was trying to put money behind me, and nobody never told me. So I was in the blind, and people were stealing from me. Um, I was getting paid for shows, didn't know I was getting paid for shows. They was cuffing the money the whole time. So I've been through a lot. So now my trust is not, I have to, I watch, like, I don't know, like I can't trust you so easily because everybody done crossed me, coming up. So I never, like, I tell people, yeah, I have a story to tell. Yes, I do have a story to tell. It's more things that I want to say, but it's just, you just gotta be careful and make sure people is really with you. Like I always
Yeah.
use that third eye, like, yeah, like hold on. Just always pay attention to people movements, the way they look at you. Even when you perform, play your videos back. Look and see who doing something and who not. Or who got the
Mm.
you this eye. Like I look at all of that. People told me to start looking at that. I had the OGs told me that. And I looked at it and I got a lot of people from around me. And I used to ask people, why was you looking at me like that in the video? I'm gonna ask you like, so, oh no, I was just watching something. They'll make up something. But it's really jealousy. So I done got a lot of people from around me. Like I had to watch them and it was different, celebrities. Even Finesta told me a lot of people that was in my circle wasn't my people. He pulled me to the side and shut the door, said, close the door, let me give you some game. And I sat back and watched. He was like, yeah, they for you, this person for you. I like them, but them you gotta watch. Like he was giving like, and it just wasn't him, it was plenty more people. So I just tell everybody, just be careful and always watch. Like cross your T's and dot your I's, basically.
That's real. We won't blast somebody on the show, but we've had some situations, and King knows exactly what I'm talking about with a couple of people who
Mm-hmm.
said that they could do a lot for us in terms of getting people. And, our thing was, well, if you can get them, but we, but then we found out through other situations as well that they weren't who they said they were,
Right.
and one thing about it is, especially in this business, um, one thing about it in the sands of time, you can either build the sandcastles being constructive or you let it blow away. But don't let
Mm-hmm.
nobody else take your sand to build to try to, when they say they're going to build something, they got no intention and they're going to let it blow. So
Mm-hmm.
what that means is you got to get out there and do it for you. For all the foolishness and nonsense that Puffy was in, he did say one thing that we've always taken personally to heart. And he said this: the people that act on your best interest without you having to ask them to do anything and they just do it, those are your people.
Exactly. Exactly.
You
That
know,
is so true. Yeah.
but the people that want to see you win will ensure that you win. They're going to
But now,
give you the Gatorade when you feel beat down. They're gonna pull you up when you feel like you can't even crawl.
All right.
You
yeah,
know,
they ain't gonna do that whole favor for like, look, you got to do something for me, and then we'll do something for you type deal. They're gonna be there for you regardless.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. When you think
But
in
but
turn,
telling us about the project incoming. What do you when you have anything new in the come up?
Yes, I actually got Peso, Sauce Walker artist. I got him on
Ooh-wee!
I got him on there, Lil Chat on there. I have I done did so many features with Criminal Man. Um I got a lot of people on my album, I'm not gonna lie. But my album is gonna be hard. It's basically still gonna be about me telling my struggle, what I've been going through, um, what I had to go through, still trying to be positive no matter what negativity that's been coming my way or people picking, nitpicking and blackballing me and all that. I'm talking about all of it. Like I'm letting it out. Like I'm tired of everybody. Like I'm about to give it to y'all. Like that's basically what Hunna season is, and I'm telling everybody, you can't stop me. I'm the GOAT. Whatever you might do or try to do is not gonna work. I'm chosen. I'm the chosen one. It's my time. So just get out of my way. So that's basically what Hunna season about. Like I'm on fire. Like who the pissed off? Like who the missed? Like yeah. Like that's what's going on. But this basically, I'm just letting everybody know. Like no matter what y'all try to do or what y'all say about me, y'all can't stop me.
Mm.
And
So
do
name
you and on one more thing, do you care to let people know like how the blackballing effect really happens within the industry? Because a lot of people are still don't have a good reception of it.
Yeah, blackballing it's really serious. It's really serious in Memphis. But I know blackballing is everywhere. But it's really serious in our city. Um, like I done had people that want to book me for shows and wanted to pay me for shows, and people that say, nah, you don't need to give her, you don't give her, just because they jealous of me. And
Mm.
people speak uh, uh, a false story on you, something that you're not. And it had to take a lot of people to kind of say, look, we wanted to meet you for ourselves because this was so and so said about you, or this and that. And you have some people that make producers and other artists don't want to work with you by making those false narratives and stuff like that. And some people believe it, and some people be like, I don't know, I might need to see for myself. And that really makes me mad because it's a lot of producers I want to work with, and I know people that got in their head about me. But I feel like when I do blow or whatever, I'm not gonna want to work with them because it felt like I had to beg for you to work with me, and I hate to feel like I'm begging anybody to do anything for me or with me. So if you didn't give me a chance and work with me when I wanted to work with you, I'm not gonna want to work with you later on. And it's just being real. Like blackballing is something else. Like that's why I said about being strong minded and strong headed, because that'll make you don't want to do music at all. Just because people stopping you from getting to where you should have been or to the top. They stopping you. That's what's slowing your process up because they're blackballing. They're throwing salt. So that's you have to be strong. Just period. Because that right there, that's something else. It done made me cry. It done made me angry. It is everything. Just because blackballing. So yeah.
Man, it's crazy because what you said, I'm thinking about the Scratch magazine interview that Manny Fresh did some years ago where he talked about the situation with Birdman.
Hmm.
And once again, we can speak on it because it was spoken publicly where he was saying Birdman, the business won't all the way right. Where, he had people, he's running to people and they say, "Did you get that call?" He's like, "What call?" "We hit Birdman about we wanted to work with you." He like, "Nah." Um, but Manny said he made a lot of money. He's like, "Don't get it twisted. I made a lot of money in the game for what I did with Cash Money, but I didn't get all the money I was supposed to get either."
Hmm.
And that shows how the business can be, you got to watch what's going on
It's very
because
crooked.
it's clickish and it's crooked and it's contaminated. And sometimes people will try to keep you under their thumb because they don't want you to open up your hand to see what you really got in the palm of it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? Hey, yo, and check this out, y'all. It just now dawned on me. This is probably why a lot of the rappers are trying to get it to the podcast interview lane so they can gatekeep certain voices out.
Hmm. That's not out of the realm of possibility.
I mean, that's just a conspiracy theorist saying me, but I'm just looking at it like, hey, if it quack like a duck, it's a duck. Because in a way, if you really think about it, I kind of would do it too if I was in that position because you don't want certain stories about your brand coming out, so why not try to gatekeep it? So that tell me right there that they doing it.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, gatekeeping something else too. Yeah.
One thing about the industry, we've learned in this, we've been doing this for some years now. We've talked to people on the air, off air, uh, lost some along the way. Rest in peace, Louis Rankin, Young Bleed, Badass. Um, there's a lot of politics that go, and people, say that, throw that term around loosely, but people really don't understand how a lot of these people interact with each other behind closed doors and how they will conspire to keep people out. And that's why King has always, we've both collectively always said to artists out there, don't hitch your wagon to everybody because one day they just might unhitch it and leave you in the middle of nowhere. If you got a
Hmm.
movement, you move with it. Even if you got to pick up that wagon and move it yourself, you move it. You in the chuck wagon, like we say in Old West. You done messed around. You thought you had a full supply. You messed around. The whole wagon done been robbed out.
Right.
Facts.
So just always for artists out there, watch your circle and watch who's really doing for you. And if they're not doing nothing for you, cut them loose. That's just what it is.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, one more question. So how did you and Fleetwood click up?
Um, we actually clicked up through a friend of mine. Louis, hold on. Uh, he know who I'm talking about. But he introduced us, and I want to give a special shout out to him because he actually looks out for me with a lot of things, even with deals and connecting with people and stuff like that. So I really appreciate him for that because he didn't have to do it, but he did, and it feels good when you have people that believe in you. That's a lot. Like artists be needing it, and we look for that. Like somebody that believe in us, like we believe in ourselves. So I want to thank him for that.
And we want to thank Fleetwood because he has
Yeah,
always been one of our
yeah. Shout out
supporters.
to Lee. He a real one. He's a real
Yes,
one for
he
sure.
is. Yes, he
Yeah.
is. And when you're worried about anybody liking or appreciating you, we absolutely love you here and we support you all the way.
Thank you.
And
Most deaf.
you're welcome. You're welcome back on anytime. Uh, and when you're
Yeah, you
thinking
have any
about
That's his name, Hardcore Montana. Don't beat me up, Hardcore Montana. Shout out to Hardcore Montana. Yeah.
Now, you have any shout outs you want to give out before we wrap things up? Because I know you got things to take care of and
Yeah.
some more music.
I want to give a shout out to God. Without God, I wouldn't be here. Shout out to my parents. Without them, I wouldn't be here. Shout out to my team, the Steppers. Shout out to my whole city, big old Memphis. Shout out to Off the Cut Radio. Shout out to y'all.
Hey.
And
Thank
shout out
you.
to my friends. And shout out to my family, my nieces, my friends, my nephews. You know, everybody. Just shout out to everybody. And shout out to all the artists that's coming up just like me. Keep going, never give up. You know, like I said before, the day you might give up might be the day you win. So just keep going.
Absolutely. This has been an honor and a privilege. Big Hunna, keep a double drum of the dopeness and spit a full clip always of letting it rip. Be inspired, be invigorated, and most importantly, always believe and achieve from that belief. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you all for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I guess if we done here, King, take us out of here.
Yeah, on that note, we about to be up out of here. We thank you once again for joining us. Big shout out to Fleetwood for making the connection happen. We'll be right back next week.
Absolutely. Look, same off the cuff time, same off the cuff channel. Shout out to YouTube and StreamYard. And Big Hunna, once again, thank you so much, and the best from all of us.
No problem. Thank y'all. I will be back.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
We out. Peace.